What is up, guys? Welcome back to Random Select Daily number 14. Today's date is Tuesday, April 23rd, 2013. Oh, okay. Anyways, today's topic I want to talk about a little bit about is next gen games. Well, I don't mean I want to talk about games that are coming out for next gen, but games I want to see for next gen. And, there's all this talk about the PS4, the Xbox 720, and it always being online, and all this, negative and, all this negative stuff, and all this kind of like speculation. I kind of want to talk about something a little bit more uplifting, a little bit more positive, and basically, I kind of want to talk about what I want to see in next gen games. Uh, you know, with next gen coming, these consoles are going to be more powerful. They're not going to be 10-year-old computers anymore. Um, and so now is a chance for even computer games are held back a little bit because console games are also there and they're kind of built for console games. Uh, PC games, especially later, are they're built graphically better. But one of the things that they can't do since consoles are weaker is they can't make the games aren't that strong. And I feel like things like AI, how much AI you have on the screen, and how big the maps and games are, and stuff like that are limited because of the old consoles. But with new consoles, granted we're not jumping too much, but we're still jumping up a amount that we're gonna be seeing new things from new games. And and I just kind of want to talk about maybe a few things that I would like to see from new games, from the next gen games. And I guess I'll start off by saying, I do want to see better AI. I want to see more AI on the screen. I want to, like Saints Row 3 is one of my, I wouldn't say favorite games. It's one of my most, like, I don't know how to say it, like maybe around top 10 ish games, like number 10. Uh, but in the AI, it was kind of funny. Like it's that game that you kind of like realize how programmed AI is. I mean, some games, they try really hard to make it react, kind of like a real person or something like that. But you shoot a rocket launcher and people like run, and then they'll like stop running or something like that, right? They'll stop running somewhere else because they have to recreate the piece. And I don't know if that's necessarily just a gamer problem, or I mean like a game developer problem, where they're still trying to figure out how to make the AI a little bit more realistic, or if that's just because the consoles are so limited. I know in maybe was it Saints Row 2, I think. I mean, this is an even older game, but uh, sometimes the game for some odd reason was kind of glitch out, and that the only vehicles that come by are like a certain type of vehicle. And there's a lot of things like this where like I want to see improved. I want to see it better. Like especially these open games. Like we'll see how GTA 5 is, but these open sandbox games always have such bad times with AI because the AI just ends up being really retarded sometimes, and those are one of those things that really takes you out of a game, especially if you're really involved. And yeah, but there is one thing that I want to see that I have no idea if this is a power problem. I don't know if I'll be honest, I haven't really done much research on to see if people have done this before, and I don't know if maybe there is just a problem of like there's no audience for it. But the type of game I would like to see is an RTS plus an action game. And so the two games I picked personally was StarCraft and Mass Effect, and these are the games that I'm thinking of specifically. So when I played Brood War, there's these games that you had a builder or like a base kind of guy, and then you had your heroes. And this is in StarCraft Brood War. This is maybe mid 2000s, early 2000s. And granted, it's not perfect, but so what you basically had is you had a builder who built, they mined minerals, they mined gas, they built buildings, and they were kind of the main objective that they had to protect themselves. And then the heroes had to go kill everything else out. I mean, the base guy can try helping, but his units were much weaker than everyone else's. His main objective was to defend himself, and then sometimes provide help for the allies. Give them money, maybe give them like some medics, heal them, stuff like that. And then the heroes, of course, have special powers. They have their own units. They get really strong. They can take on multiple enemies at a time, and their objective is to kill the other base before they kill the your allied base. And I don't know if there is a console game or even a PC game that has that. That's not a custom game on StarCraft, but I really think that's something that could work pretty damn well. And I know there's some games nowadays that I think Dust 419 or something for the PS3 has something like that where the PC plays something like that, and then you go down to then if you play on the PS3 to shooter or something like that. And that's pretty cool too. Like that's something I would like to, but I kind of want to see it in one game. I want to start up a lobby saying I want to be a builder or a hero, and then it loads me up and I can see the heroes that I'm gonna be playing with. I can see the even if it's this could even be two builders against each other versus heroes, stuff like that. I would just really like to see that kind of stuff. And the reason I picked Mass Effect mostly is because it is a shooter, but it also has powers. I think powers would be important there. And so yeah, I would love to like you know, I don't know if the builder position would be too rare. I don't know if it'd actually be too popular maybe. Because you can only have at most like maybe two builders, or you'll always have more action guy heroes than builders. But I don't know if that's a problem. I don't know if like maybe just there wasn't enough power. I don't know, and like also if you try to make two different types of games, you're gonna most likely fail on either the action or RTS part, and that's probably not an easy thing to balance. The StarCraft version I always played, the heroes, were fun to play, but you're just kind of playing a MOBA. This is before MOBAs, but you're just kind of playing a MOBA character where you're far away. You pick the character, and then you had maybe like one power. Sometimes you didn't even have any powers. Uh, so the action part for those games were kind of usually limited, but I think that just shows how fun those games are, because even in StarCraft, I was talking about, is the builder going to have a problem filling up? Even in StarCraft 1, a game that is an RTS, the custom games, like the heroes filled up way quicker than the builders. Like I was one of the people that was like, yeah, I'll be the builder. I want to be the builder. A lot of people, there's a lot of people that would say like, okay, I'll play it, but mostly not really. Um, Other than that, that's kind of my main one. There's a lot of things. I can't wait to see the graphical updates. I can't wait to see just smarter and cooler and better things from video games. And I think that's one thing we're kind of missing from this new next gen talk, is that, hey guys, like new games are also coming out. In 5 years, I'm willing to bet you the 360 or the 720 and the PS4, or I guess they're gonna call it just the Xbox, but they're gonna be things. This debate probably isn't gonna be all that big, just like it was for the PS3 and Xbox 360. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you are listening to this and if you have an idea, share it. Let's try to get some stuff out there. I would love to hear other people's ideas, and yeah. So write it down there, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later. Adios.